What's up, everybody? Welcome to the very first video of the Rad Graham Extra channel. So those of you that have followed me over from the Rad Graham channel, my main channel, this channel is going to be completely and solely dedicated to the collectibles and nostalgia that we grew up with. A lot of it that's in my, what I call the Rad Cave, and or going and getting stuff from the thrift store or buying stuff from vintage collectors and stuff like that. So I wanted to create this channel because I am a collector at heart. When I first started this channel over 3 years ago, or when I started Rad Graham channel over 3 years ago, it kind of started out as that. And then very quickly it drifted into what I do now. And I love the content. And the way that YouTube works is that once it kind of latches on to an algorithm, it sticks you to that. And if you want to redo your channel, it's basically like starting all over again. And so I would rather keep what I have and start something new. So I kind of wanted to create this channel to talk about a lot of the collectibles and nostalgia that I like, specifically like behind me, my Masters of the Universe collection that I literally opened as early as 81 or 82, whenever the first 8 came out. They're in there, the first 8. And to, everything else that I've collected in my room over the years. And I kind of want to delve into why I collect. Some people look at it like it's a little over the top, but I can't say that there's something in this room that's extremely valuable money-wise. Yes, it all has some value, but it more so has value to me on memories. I feel more like a museum curator, right? I believe that when I collect these things, they're just pieces of history, not just history that I grew up with, but history of our generation. Yes, I'm Gen X, but I'm a middle Gen X in 1974. So a lot of what I collect are the things that I literally grew up with. If it's not the stuff I literally grew up with, it's stuff that I had and then lost and then reacquired again later on over the years. But I just have this desire and this love and this passion for collecting, because in 2026, you can see that everything is a digital download. The video games that people have now are downloads, and whenever they decide to shut off that server, that game is gone. At least with my collection over here, I have cartridges, I have discs. I don't need updates done over the internet in order to play them. There's a movie that's on Netflix and then it disappears. I don't have a problem with that because I have tons of movies right over there and actually some in front of me. And those are the main things that I always get for the collection. Is it's not necessarily toys, because a toy has to be something that I liked and that I actually played with. Like with the Masters of the Universe, and I'll have a future video on that, I pretty much had it all up until a certain release. I grew up and I just didn't play with them anymore. But I literally had Castle. The only thing that's not from my original set is that Castle Grayskull and a Battle Cat. Because I had all the figures are mine originally. But I did have Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain. I had every form of vehicle you can think of. Everyone, like both horses, the different, just everything. And I was convinced by my ex-wife that we didn't have room for them. So in one of our free giveaway days, I boxed up all of that stuff and put it on the curb. And yeah, to say the least, they were gone in about 5 minutes. So, honestly, I still don't have the room for them, but it would have been nice to have had that. And now with the new movie coming out, if I wanted to reacquire those things, it's, going to cost a lot of money. But at least I have the figures that I played with, and they're played with. I've got broken bands on the legs. I got broken armor. I will be repairing, the bands. I'll do some videos on that. I will be acrylic spraying some of them because the plastic breaks down and they're getting sticky to touch. And I did just put this display case together. It's funny, I ordered it like 3 months ago from Amazon and finally put it together a couple weeks ago. But I finally have them displayed, found cool little holders for their feet. So anyway, I'll have a full video on that. But I like, my wife and I, we love going out, and it's not just collecting toys, but it's mainly movies. I love VHS, and I do a pretty good job of remembering which ones I own, because typically if I have a specific movie on VHS, then I like to acquire it on DVD, and then I like to acquire it on Blu-ray. And so I did know that I had Bachelor Party on DVD, but I found the VHS the other day. And let's see, where's this other one here? Another movie that I have never seen before, never even knew existed, was The Pickup Artist with Molly Ringwald and Robert Downey Jr. Never knew it existed. It's a very interesting movie. It's not bad. It's not a comedy. It's not a John Hughes type show. But needless to say, we go out and we collect VHS, CDs. These are some Oak Ridge Boys CDs, and a lot of vinyl. We like to collect vinyl. Now, some of the collection that we have is not in here. Obviously, I don't keep my stereo system in the Rad Cave. We have that out in our living room because we listen to it literally every week. So we'll be going over some of the vinyl collection. We'll be going over some of my new finds vinyl-wise, VHS, CDs. Matter of fact, I got a whole bag of stuff here for a future video of some vinyl that we got and where we got it at specifically. So to just be talking about that, every video is going to be different. Some might be about toys, some might be about video games, some might be about TV shows and whatnot, but it's just something to talk about. And hopefully you join me on this journey, because it really is a passion that I have. And if I were to ever be able to slowly retire, it would be awesome to be able to have some form of a store or a pop-up that could make money to where I can find things that are collectible that I don't need in my collection or don't want in my collection, and to be able to sell those and extend that to some other family or some other young person that that is trying to collect this history. I have 3 children. They all collect. My oldest son's into Spawn and into that one game. I can't remember it, and maybe it'll come to me in a minute. He collects that type of stuff. Fallout, that's what it is. And my daughter collects more of like the original Monster High, certain dolls, and some of these Japanese dolls that she has to get from Japan. She is a displayer. She takes them out of the box and actually displays them, which I think is cool because I don't. My oldest doesn't either. And then my youngest, he is also a collector of kind of a lot of different stuff, and he's got a really cool room. And I like to think that I rubbed off on them in a little bit of ways when it comes to the collection. So in future videos, we'll be tackling different subjects. What I would like to know, though, is drop a comment. What do you want to talk about? If you see Masters of the Universe behind me, I'm going to go see the movie Friday or Saturday. And, I don't know how good it's going to be, but I will go watch it. And I've already bought some of the figures. That'd be for a future video as well, to add to the collection somewhere here. If you only saw what was over here right now, it's also my closet in here. So a lot of times when I come home, it's like Mr. Rogers. I come home in my work clothes and I throw them on. I don't hang them up in the closet like he does. I just throw them down on the ground or put them over my couch right here. And then I change into what I'm wearing right now. And I have a really bad habit of just not hanging them up. I always have clean clothes in a basket. I hate folding them. I hate putting them up. I normally empty the basket by pulling from it daily. So nevertheless, drop a comment. What types of things from the 80s, whether it be music, toys, movies, comic books. I have a lot of comic books too. Were you into as a kid and maybe still into now? And again, if you're new here, I appreciate you checking out the channel. And in the future, like I said, we're going to go into nothing but collectibles and all different genres of the things that I collect. And I'd appreciate it if you like it, that you give me a thumbs up to the video, that you subscribe to the channel, share it out with your friends. And with that said, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.